Joined now by Brittany Ghiroli of Orioles.com. You can follow her coverage of the Orioles day in and day out on the website Orioles.com. And a roster move, Brittany, that is now official. Jason Birkin, he got here yesterday. He's going back to AAA because the Orioles wanted Zach Phillips up here. Let's first talk about Birkin. He gave the Orioles an inning that they needed last night. Didn't work out that well, so now he's going back to AAA. What are the plans for Birkin in the immediate future?
Well, Jim, he will rejoin the Tides, and he will be part of that rotation. The way it sets up right now, he will start on Sunday. Jason Birkin has pitched 3 of the last 6 days. Showalter said he kind of wanted to give him a chance, get his feet under him a little bit. He will head back to Norfolk tonight, probably take a day or 2 off. Now, Zach Phillips, to me, is a very interesting guy. He is a guy who probably should have made the team this spring if not for an option. He has what scouts like to call a fast arm, meaning he doesn't throw particularly hard, but he has deception in his delivery, and he's able to do very well against left-handed batters in particular. This spring, he held them to under 100 hitting average. This September, he struck out 8 of 20 left-handers that he faced. So he is a guy who can really help this bullpen. And now they have another lefty to go along with Troy Patton. Manager Buck Showalter said he's not sure how he's going to use the 2 of them, if one's going to be a lefty specialist role or not. But right now, it can only be an added bonus to a team that really is still feeling the effects of that 17-inning game.
Yeah, it's nice to have that second lefty, in particular when you consider right now the way the roster is set up. There are 9 relievers in that bullpen, so it's nice to add that other lefty if he's needed during the game. Now, speaking of left-handed pitching, Zach Britton continues his rehab. He's down in Sarasota. How close is he getting to maybe getting into game action, which obviously would put him on the path to getting back to Baltimore?
Right, he's very close. He will throw his first extended spring game on Thursday. Right now, they're very encouraged by what they're seeing out of Zach Britton, building up arm strength in Sarasota with rehab coordinator Chris Correnti. Britton will throw about 50 pitches. The hope is he gets up to about 80 before he goes on a rehab assignment, and that could come at any time after these first outing or 2, Jim. It really will depend on what the big league club needs up here, but they're not going to rush Zach Britton by any means. He's very important to their future. He's a guy they're going to make sure is right, but you could see him starting at the end of May.
All right, well, it's too bad that he wasn't ready for this week because somebody has to start on Friday. That would have been Tommy Hunter's next start. He was sent down yesterday. Who are the people that they're talking about? And might it be Dana Evelyn, who quietly has had a very good year at AAA?
I think it is going to be Dana Evelyn. He was pulled for unsuspicious reasons last night from his start after about 60, 65 pitches. He's a guy who has had success before. He's 2-1 in his career, sub-3 ERA against the Tampa Bay Rays. He's a left-handed pitcher who they got this winter from the Los Angeles Dodgers. And when you look at that 40-man roster, Jim, you know, we have been talking about, well, they have to make a spot for Evelyn. What are they going to do? They have 2 players on the disabled list, in Taylor Teagarden and Brian Roberts, who will not be ready in that 60-day period. So that's an easy move there. It's an easy fix for Executive Vice President of Baseball Operations Dan Duquette in order to get Evelyn onto that 40-man roster.
And the way the game played out last night, at least the bullpen for tonight is well rested. They got the day off, and even though Jason Birkin got knocked around a little bit, he took one for the team. 7 runs, only 2 of those earned, but he got through that inning, and Buck Showalter rested every other reliever. They didn't even have to get up and warm up in the game, which will have them better suited for tonight.
Absolutely. They're a little bit more stocked. They probably got 3 or 4 arms down there that they could use feasibly right now. Zach Phillips being one of them, obviously. He last through on Sunday for Norfolk, so he's definitely ready. The Orioles bullpen, it's amazing to me, Jim, how that 17-inning game, you could still feel the effects days and days later. And you're seeing it right now. The bullpen has been their strength, and they're hoping to replenish and restock and keep those guys fresh and keep them performing well. Yeah,
so many of the relievers in that game in Boston had to go 2 innings when they're accustomed to going 1, so it has the domino effect. But heck, he's got 9 guys out there. Somebody's going to have a fresh arm tonight.